I was a part of that world. I was in the background kind of hanging out. I met the ancient alien guys. You know what I mean? Like,
how were they? Were they cool?
Dude, they're psychos.
My chime. My chime.
Okay, we can get into this deeper in the episode, but I honest to God think I'm a targeted individual.
Targeted? Like you think you're being gang stalked?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and here's the other thing.
Oh my God, are you a crazy fuck?
Yeah, dude. People think that, well, the other thing is so people look, I think we're all targeted individuals, dude. Mm-hmm. I think all of us are doing battle spiritually. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I think, so what I'm trying to do is kind of tempt whatever is on the other end of the spiritual divide by taking psychedelics, letting them know I'm opening myself a little bit more and just seeing how much I could take. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I'm going to keep alcohol away from my system for the next year.
Man. You know what the fucked up thing about life is that you find whatever you're looking for, and you decided next year you're going to hunt the big black bear in your psyche.
It's funny.
And that means you're going to find it. And, I don't wish to be you in 2025, my friend.
When you have nothing to attack, you attack yourself. You know what I mean? And I constantly attack myself, but I think it's time to go just war mode and just try to fight like the Hat Man. You know what I mean?
Why does it have to be attack? Why does it have to be violent?
Because they're trying to kill me, dude.
Who's trying to kill you? What are you talking about? China? Wait, you think you're being... Okay. Do you think that, like, the way Tucker Carlson and Alex Jones say that demons have attacked them in their sleep?
Which I believe.
Oh, I'm not saying... Look, who's to know one man's experience from the other? Mm-hmm. I can't get past this wall of self and know what it's like to be a John Knauf. I could go down to a glory hole and I'd come pretty close to the idea, but...
Well, in my head, I'm just like, dude, China tried to melt my fucking brain. You know what I mean? And it tried to melt my fucking brain.
4 years in, and you're accusing China of like microwaving your brain.
Dude, they did.
Using like thermal weaponry?
Yeah. You ever played Metal Gear Solid 4? There's like a scene where Solid Snake goes into a big microwave, and that's what they did to my fucking brain, dude.
I can't believe you're saying all this right now.
No, straight up. So they tried to kill me, but they tried to, just because they tried to do it to like a million other people doesn't make it less personal to me. You know what I mean?
Sure.
People just, they see like, yeah, they tried to do it with a billion other people. It's like, yeah, fuck it. I'm taking it personal. Okay. I'm choosing to believe I am a target.
This time, it's personal.
But if we're getting into this...
I need to find a better drop for you.
I'm going to come.
I don't know which one I should use for you. Like, a one that I can keep going back to.
Bruh. Wait, hold on. For anyone who's had lost a close relative, loved one before, did it make you believe less in the afterlife and ghosts, etc.? I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know, dude. It's all, we're gonna get into it later. Everything's interdimensional.
All right. Well, I mean,
there's a war being waged.
You're kind of... Look, my friend. I know on Hate Watch they relegate you to the cap stand, but right now, my friend, I'm going to give you the wheel.
I love it.
And you're going to look up at those big bright stars in the sky, and you're going to guide us to where it is we need to go.
Okay.
Usually I just show them, retards and stuff, but actually that's kind of what you're going to do, is you're going to show us retards.
I'm going to show you guys like special retards in the 50s.
Can I say one thing before getting into this? I feel like there hasn't been much of an advancement with knowledge to unidentified flying objects for two reasons. Because, now we know, like, the Navy and the military, they have now acknowledged that UFOs are real, or at least the sightings of the UFOs are real. We don't know if the UFOs themselves are real, but they've acknowledged these things.
Or what they are.
Right.
Yeah.
It seems to me that the people who are really obsessed with this are very unwell people.
It depends.
Deeply unwell people.
I haven't talked about this on Hate Watch.
And then on the other end, the people who seem to have their shit in order, and are making documentaries about stuff and supposedly like leading us closer to the truth about aliens, they seem to be the ultimate grifters. I don't know what it is about the subject of aliens.
Stephen Greer.
They're constantly lying and they want to make a ton of money, and they seem like the type of guy that's fantasizing about opening a gift shop in Roswell and slinging, alien snow globes to people. They couldn't have less of an interest in aliens, and they just wanted to find something to make themselves famous and to pad their wallet. Now, it's really easy to get schizophrenic people to give you their money.
Yeah.
Televangelists do this.
Yeah.
The pharmaceutical industries do this too, by the way. Mm-hmm. They find a really mentally ill person who's like seeing snakes and stuff, and they go jackpot.
Yeah.
We'll give you a little bit of this that make you feel better, and then 6 months later, we'll give you a little bit of this and make it even worse, and then jack you up on this and that.
The sad part about it,
I don't know if there's ever going to be a. Basically, my problem with the alien stuff is I don't see how there's ever going to be a guy that comes out and he's a force for good and he actually leads us. There was one. Behold a Pale Horse.
Bill.
Yeah,
Bill.
the godfather of shortwave radio. I don't know why I'm blanking on him now. I know who you're talking about. Because he's such a badass.
Well, the funny thing is...
Why am I blanking on his name? I have his book.
Yeah, it's a great book. The thing about disclosure...
but they killed him.
Yeah,
by the way.
They murdered him.
They shot him like a dog.
Yeah, he had a heart attack gun or some shit, right? Or did they actually
No, like he wasn't paying money. Supposedly he wasn't paying money to the IRS, and the sheriffs came, and one thing led to another, and they started opening fire on him, and they killed him.
To you? Well, if I don't pay money, I owe the IRS a shit ton of money.
Well, clearly he was a problem. No, it was not Art Bell, MK Ultra.
It was
Bill
not
Cooper.
Art
Bill Cooper. Yeah, there we
Cooper.
go.
So
William Cooper, the godfather of shortwave radio. You should look into him. He was a legend. Supposedly he knew who John F. Kennedy. Who actually killed John F. Kennedy. He was in the Navy and he saw unidentified flying objects, and they told him that he wasn't allowed to talk about it. And that's what led him on his journey. Him and 8 other men saw these things. A lot of people in the military have these stories. But of course they're not allowed to say anything. They're scared, this and that. So.
Yeah, and actually there's I'll get into it later, but let's go back to brass tacks. There's no money in disclosure. There is zero money to be made by proving aliens are real. There might be fame. Mm-hmm. So you get guys like Stephen Greer, who I think who's a grifter, an absolute fucking grifter. And even Bob, who's the guy who said he worked at Area 51? He's on Rogan a bunch of times.
Lazar?
Lazar.
I never trusted that guy.
Lazar is, so actually, this is the thing I haven't gotten to hate watch that much. I was actually very deeply embedded in the ufology world at the upper echelons of it for a very brief point in my life, because I was very good friends with a man named Tracy Tormé. Rest in peace. He died last year, but he wrote a movie called Fire in the Sky. And through him, Fire in the Sky is it's probably the best UFO movie ever made, but it's about the Travis Walton abduction case.
Well, I guess let's show the people.
Yeah.
I think I think one of the listeners of the show told me to watch this at some point.
It's an amazing movie.
This is it, Fire in the Sky from 1993. Yeah. So I'm sorry, you know the guy who made this?
So he was a very good friend of my father's, to the point where he was like an uncle to me. Mm-hmm. And I used to take this guy to dialysis 3 times a week. The writer of this, Tracy Tormé. And Tracy Tormé was...
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Tracy Tormé was a...
He just passed away this year.
He just passed away.
January 4th. He
created sliders. He invented the holodeck on Star Trek. He's an amazing guy.
Tracy Tormé.
Yeah. He's the son of Mel Tormé, the guy who wrote Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire.
Wow.
Jack Frost Nipping at Your Toes. He had a shit ton of money. And I lived with him in San Diego, and I took him to dialysis. And he was all those guys that were working on Star Trek were huge UFO guys. Mm-hmm. All of them, and this is going back to even like high concept sci-fi writers, which he all knew. He was very good friends with who wrote "I Have No Mouth Yet I Must Scream."
Harlan Ellison.
Harlan Ellison, who I met. I had dinner with Harlan Ellison. It was the coolest thing I ever done.
What the fuck? Was he the angriest motherfucker of all time?
Oh my God. So Harlan Ellison, my dad goes, hey, we're going to go have dinner with, he goes, we're going to go have dinner with Harlan Ellison tonight. And I go, okay. And Tracy's going to be there. We're going to go hang out. And I'm like 19. And Harlan Ellison is like 80 years old. We pick him up. We go to some Indian restaurant. We he refuses to use an elevator. So he's like 8 years old, walking up 4 flights of stairs, and then he gets in there. We finish our meal, and he's the only man I've ever seen in my life lick his plate clean of curry. And he's going. He didn't acknowledge me the entire dinner, and then at the end of the dinner, he says, "Tracy's told me you are my biggest fan, but I assure you, my biggest fan is 400 pounds and lives in Dayton, Ohio." And I was like, "Very good, Harlan." But he was a great guy, and I used to have this really lazy vocabulary thing where I would just say "really" at the end of anytime anyone told me anything interesting. I go "really," and he just looked at me and said, "If you say 'really' one more time, I'm gonna fucking hit you." And I went, "Wow, okay." But all those guys were really big into UFOs, and even some of the actors. Who was the guy who played Spock?
Patrick Stewart or whatever?
No, the other guy.
Ian McKellen?
No, not Ian McKellen.
I never have watched Star Trek.
I haven't watched it either, honestly. I've watched a few episodes.
I mean, I know Mark loves it and stuff, but
yeah.
I can't believe we have to type in who played Spock. Who is this guy?
Leonard Nimoy. So Leonard
Nimoy has this great Voyage of the Whale album that I love.
I have
Nimoy to
Nimoy
recommend that real quick.
Kicked ass.
I'm just going to shout this out real quick because this album is one of the best ones I've ever heard. It's Whales Alive. And
what the fuck?
Dude, it's amazing. Listen to this.
They say the sea is cold.
Great
The
voice.
sea contains the hottest blood of all.
Damn.
The wildest. The most urgent. All the whales in the wider deeps, hot are they, as they urge on.
It's like
on
Cormac
down
McCarthy
the
shit.
It's great.
The right whales, the sperm whales, the hammerheads.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Who knew he was better than Shatner? That's nuts.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was Spock, I'll be completely honest. I just knew him from this album.
Tracy told me he used to get a house in the hills, and it had a big kind of bay window in the front of it, and he would sit every morning and read his newspaper and have his coffee, but he'd keep his window wide open. And anyone who would walk by, they would look and they go, "Is that Leonard Nimoy in the window?" And he'd look at them and just do the Spock symbol at them.
Really?
Yeah, he said he's a really nice guy. He loved talking to people.
Where'd he live?
In the hills.
Wow.
But Harlan Ellison was famous for like pulling guns on executives and like grabbing producers' tits and shit and being the angriest Jew in Hollywood. But yeah, so anyways, Tracy was really.
They want you to
deep.
talk about 9/11 at some point, by the way. TNT.
This is what I have to say about
just
9/11.
requested.
They knew it was going to happen, but they didn't tell us. And by they, you know what I mean. No, so Tracy was very good friends with James Fox, who famously made I Know What I Saw, probably the best UFO documentary. They had kind of a beef towards the end of that series. But through Tracy, I met guys like Travis Walton. I had dinner with him. I had dinner with a man who is the most famous UFO abductee in America multiple times. I hung out with his family. I went to the site of the abduction. I met the responding sheriff deputies.
Is this a pure coincidence, or did you sort of seek this stuff out?
So Tracy was on dialysis. So basically, his wife they were older, and they just used me as their like manservant. So I'd drive this guy around to all of his UFO shit for like years. So there's a thing every few years called the Skyfire Summit where they have all the people who are involved in this abduction and meet at a barn in northern Arizona, and they all talk about what happened in the White Mountains of Arizona. And Tracy has to be there because he wrote the movie that made it famous. Almost. Travis Walton was very famous when it happened. But through Tracy, he kind of, who was a very skeptical man. He was not a psychopath whatsoever. He hated guys like Bob Lazar, hated Stephen Greer. He liked James Fox.
Does he think these guys are controlled opposition?
I never, you know what's funny is I never got into it with him about the kind of like government CIA stuff. It was mostly him saying, I remember him looking at me and him saying, there's red flags when people talk to you about certain things with UFOs. And one of the red flags is when it's too personal. When someone says the aliens are trying to talk to me. Then you just, and that's 90% of people in this UFO business. But
it feels like close to Calvinism almost, where people are like, no, I was predestined to come in contact with them.
But you know what's actually kind of crazy is if you hang around these kind of UFO conferences for long enough, you will see like like CIA guys showing up to these things.
Like Men in Black?
Yeah, you'll not Men in Black. You'll see like guys where you're like, what are you doing here? Guys in suits, guys that look like undercover cops.
I assume at a convention like that, everybody looks like Nardwar.
No, there's like there's the hippies selling crystal skulls and shit, but there's also the people where you're like, oh, any contact with UFOs is a deeply traumatic event. Honestly, any abduction event, and that's why I was saying the Betty
unless
and Barney
you're gay,
thing.
of course, then
Unless you're gay.
Then it's actually like you wake up feeling refreshed.
And you come.
You wake up like birds chirping. The morning air is as a celestial paintbrush stroke to it. You know, everything has a golden
The oxytocin
glow.
that's flowing in your brain. I love aliens. I fucking love it.
I love it. I love when aliens do tests on me.
Well,
Just don't do an HIV test.
the aliens actually. What if the aliens kidnap you and make you take PrEP?
Oh,
You're so gay.
Then we have to declare war on them immediately. If they're anti-bug chasing, then we have to declare war on the aliens immediately.
They fry a fucking Airbnb in Palm Springs. But yeah, that was so Tracy spent a lot of time in the 90s driving around with cattle, people who investigated cattle mutilations, things like that. So I had a lot of firsthand accounts of a lot of.
I learned about that from
Fantasy
Aaron Gwynn, what was going on with that stuff.
I mean, brother,
they thought there was like mad cow disease and some certain cattle, and they didn't want to scare people, so they were abducting cows, cutting out like their liver and stuff and just leaving them there. And people couldn't figure out what was going on. And so much later. But of course, people assumed aliens or chupacabras or whatever.
That's the thing is Tracy told me, like, when you hear about cattle mutilations, you think it's just kind of silly. But Tracy was like, I actually drove around these guys for a year. It was these two dudes in a van that would drive all around the United States. He said the van was just full of Dr. Pepper cans. All these guys did was drink Dr. Pepper and investigate cattle mutilations, which honestly sounds fucking kick-ass.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That sounds rad as hell. And he said the cattle I saw on these farms, it's inhuman. If you see it in person, he's like, it is one of the wildest things you'll ever see. A that has zero liquid left in its body. Like beyond just basic decomposition. Weird like parts of it cut off with laser precision.
That what's that A24 movie where the hot lady is an alien and she takes people into the black goo and
I don't know.
Sucks their blood out?
I don't know.
Shit like that.
Yeah,
where they just they render as just skin and they're just
you're just a blob.
You turn into a jellyfish.
Yeah, and he said it was actually quite frightening.
No offense to the fats that watch. I call them fats.
I love how you address your fans.
Well, it's like when you play pool, it's skinny or fats. And I always thought...
What's skinny and fats?
Skinnies are the ones that are just completely one color.
Oh, okay. So colors and stripes.
And then the stripes are the fats.
That's so funny.
Because they have like a band around them.
Is that why they call that guy Fats and fucking... What's that famous Paul Newman... Fats, Mississippi Fats.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why his name's Fats.
He was a fat guy. I don't know. Either way.
Yeah, they're all saying none taken. They're all fat.
What a great group of people we have.
Yeah, whatever. I gained like 20 pounds this Christmas. So
I got fat as shit.
Yeah, we both got fat, buddy.
You know what's crazy, dude? I hit the treadmill yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know you look at me. I got these horse legs on me.
Yeah, from the waist down, you look great.
No. I look like shit.
Okay. I'm saying waist down, you look good.
Thank you, buddy, but I'm built like an orangutan. Okay. I fucking went on the treadmill.
I saw you climb out of that Uber.
Oh, it was crazy.
Climb up my steps.
That was crazy. I had a missed call from Ben, and I went, God damn it, Ben. I looked up, and Ben's standing above me.
I Nosferatu to you.
Yeah, it was very scary. I just busted out fucking 3 miles on the treadmill like it was nothing. Running is the greatest thing on earth.
Yeah, it rules.
It's the best.
I went on a walk today.
Where'd you go?
From here down to my fridge. Should I make a running joke that I hired a producer and he's a black guy? His name is like Darius or something, and then just every 30 seconds you hear that.
You just hear the chirp.
It's pretty good. And I'm trying to make it feel at home. I took all the I put dead batteries in all my smoke detectors.
It would be really funny if you actually got a smoke detector and removed the battery and just had it in here.
Yeah, I'm trying to appeal more to the, the flagrant 2 crowd.
Yeah.
So I want them to feel at home.
What are these guys saying?
Oh, so why did you? No, we can and feel free to interact with them.
I'm trying to.
Like-
This is brand new to me. I've never done anything live ever. So this is like, I'm like, I don't know what the fucking do. Okay.
I mean, they're also-
White women who love anal but won't let their dog fuck them post alien probe vids. Thank you, buddy. So, okay, I'm going to talk to you for a bit after seeing that.
No, they're talking amongst themselves, of course,
Yeah.
but you kind of, you keep an eye on them. They also submit things from time to time. They draw things. Did you see this drawing that popped up on screen from Blob Knauf?
I love Blob Knauf.
This was the drawing. I don't know if this will really show up on the... They drew this.
Is that Tucker Carlson being assaulted by demons? It is. That's wonderful.
It's actually pretty
It's
damn
very good.
I like
the
it.
fact that I was able to get that in like 2 seconds is great.
It's nice, huh?
Good job, Blob Knauf. But yeah, so let's get into Betty and Barney Hill.
Well, hold on. You
Yeah.
didn't finish. Why did you tell us all that in terms of your background
Just because
with aliens and stuff?
I've been in that world. I've been in that world.
It seems that
as
you've
a
always
visitor.
resided in it, and
I've
I
always
didn't
been,
know that.
I've always been interested in it, but when I met Tracy, I lived with him for many months. I was a part of that world. I was in the background, kind of hanging out. I met the ancient alien guys. You know what I mean? Like,
How were they? Were they cool?
dude, they're psychos. They're fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's crazy. Yeah, James Fox is a cool guy. I really liked him. He's like, he was on Rogan. He's just and Walton's a weirdo. I mean, that guy.
Is he the guy from the meme that's like this?
No.
with the hair?
That's the Greek guy. Travis Walton is the one who was the abductee in Fire in the Sky. He's the actual guy, which, by the way, he is like in his 70s, has bright red hair still.
Really?
The guy looks great.
Nice.
And the guy not only looks great, he has genius children.
Genius children?
They did something to him up there.
What do you mean?
Dude, I remember I was at some fucking saloon up in northern Arizona. His whole family was there. And I remember Tracy's wife was with me. And this is after I met the responding sheriff deputy to his abduction case and the first cop that showed up to a bunch of guys saying, yeah, this guy got taken by a UFO.
Mm-hmm.
We're just kind of like, I'm just absorbing all this stuff. I'm having a beer. I'm just hanging out with Tracy's wife. And Tracy's wife goes, go look at those. That's his family. Look at him. I know. What? And I was like, what are you talking about? And she goes, there's literally his grandson is solving Rubik's Cubes over and over again. Just in like 5 seconds. He's just sitting there solving a Rubik's Cube.
Have you seen that guy that can juggle 3 and solve them at the same time?
No, that's insane.
Would you like to see
Yeah.
it? Okay, keep talking.
And all of his daughters are really hot. The guy's just the man.
So he's been touched.
I think he's been touched by the aliens.
I'll type in Rubik's Cube juggle. Yeah, so this guy.
What the fuck?
So it's fastest time to. Here it is, right here. Look at this shit. Imagine if he can do this. By the way, I just want to say, imagine how good he is at beating off. If he can solve,
that's the first thing I thought.
If he can solve, look at the focus and the attention.
Oh, he's doing it with one fucking hand.
The way this guy, and you know what's a shame too?
Harlan.
This guy probably eats pussy like it's nobody's business.
Yeah.
This guy is expert level, like he is gold. He is. There's no one better.
Well, what bothers
probably
me,
eating pussy and fingering, and he's never got the opportunity. Look at the focus and the attention to detail.
What annoys me about guys like this?
Present. It's he's so present right now.
Oh, he's utterly focused.
He's transcending the moment. It's amazing what he's able to do.
Well, I'm just wondering, is this...
He puts a little timer beside your pussy as he's eating it.
He hits this when you come. He hits the button.
Yeah.
What I'm worried about is is this something he can expand upon, or is this something that he's only good at this?
No. So he got the world record and he went home. He shot himself.
He butt fired.
He went home and he got a break barrel rifle. Because he said he only needed one shot. He put in the note, he goes, I only needed one shot because I'm a fucking badass. Mama didn't raise no queer.
He showed up to a gun store with a
Peace
single
out.
shotgun shell in his pocket. And he's like, hey, let me see that 12 gauge real go. Boom.
Imagine him, the timer's on and he's fingering 3 women. And it's 180 frames per second like this, with this music going. It's unbelievable. He was made to do this.
They're playing like the Italian Job soundtrack.
I'll go to this. So what you can see right now, he's just juggling them. But what's going to start happening? See how he's actually moving it?
Yeah, he's solving it.
They're actually moving. See?
That's insane.
Now, I only bring this up because one has to wonder if he's an alien.
So I understand what you're saying, but you know what's amazing about that is he not only has to move them while he has them in his split second in his hands, but he has to make them land at the right area to move them with his fingers. So while he's throwing them up in the air, he has to consciously make an effort to catch them at the point in the position where he can move them that way.
Alien?
That's fascinating.
Alien?
No.
Not an alien?
No, dude.
Are we aliens?
Autistic.
Are we aliens?
That's up for debate. I don't like this Prometheus shit.
So you have a big background with people who have run-ins with aliens, demons, or whatever.
Yeah.
You've hinted at the fact that you've been attacked by demons or being gang stalked by a group of demons.
Well, being attacked by a government entity is demonic, so yeah.
What? I guess before we go any further, do you want to elaborate on the gang stalking thing, or do you want to wait till you're a little bit more deep into the sauce?
We can get a little more deep in the sauce and elaborate on it further. But one of the best things that was ever told to me is I had a roommate in Atlanta, and he was a genius. This man was incredibly smart, one of the smartest men I ever met in my life, and deeply troubled. Persian, had like lockjaw because he's all inbred and shit. Because he's fucking Iranian.
Lockjaw.
So he is a great guy, though. And I remember I'd wake up every morning and I'd wake up and I'd hear him go, oh, God. And he'd that was how he woke up every morning. And I walked into him and I walk in by his room and go, hey, how you doing today? And he'd go, well, John, do you want to know what the demons are up to today? And inevitably he's about Israel or some shit.
Sure.
But I asked him what he meant by demons one day. And he said, everything makes a lot more sense when you just acknowledge that the world is run by demons. And I went, are you being figurative? Are you joking around? He said, no. You have to literally, the only reason things are this bad is because Earth is literally run by demons from hell.
This is hell. You're rewarded for bad behavior. You're punished for good behavior.
Exactly. And when you start looking at it through that lens, everything's just much better. You're like, oh, the bad guys are demons. Yeah. Easy. I'm being attacked by demons every day. Every day they assault me.
No, I mean, I get it. It's a very, it's also a Gnostic kind of idea, which then people say that's the occult, that's the Satan, that's aliens. But
Gnostics are just nerds, just like Catholic nerds. That's what I see it as.
I will say this, by the way. The Egyptians believed that the soul was actually on the outside of your body.
Okay.
Not on the inside, which that perspective sort of shifts everything when you think of it that way.
So it exists extracurricular view.
It's
floating around.
That your soul, in our intuitively or whatever, we're kind of told that with your heart and your mind and your soul, it's all in here somewhere.
Yeah.
They didn't believe that. They believe, I guess, that there's some sort of
cloak
aura thing.
I don't see how that makes it any different as opposed to it being in your rib cage or in your brain.
Well, I think it inverts it a little bit, where the soul is the thing on the outside, sort of animating your body, and if the interior scaffolding of the soul is actually your flesh, you would take a lot better care of it, rather than the soul is on the inside of where they go, I might be blah blah blah, I might look like the Elephant Man, but it's the inside that counts. And they wouldn't say that, actually. If you look like the Elephant Man, a pharaoh would come up with a 350. No, he'd have a 357 because they had that technology then. Let's be honest. They all had I'm sure
They had Colt pythons. And
King Tut was buried with 2 AR-15s crisscrossed like this.
He was buried like a Blue Lives Matter T-shirt.
Yeah.
He's a skull with 2 AR-15s.
They buried him with porn. They buried him with Buck Angel porn. Because they learned how to time travel and they loved the Buck Angel.
How funny would it be if we mummified Buck Angel? That was our King Tut. Yeah, no. So the soul would be the first thing you come in contact with when you meet someone.
Exactly.
Yeah. As opposed to something that's hidden inside you.
That's what they say babies
Reserved for
can
your
see.
closest friends.
A lot of people believe that babies can. Someone walks in a room, they start crying. That person leaves. Other people. You know, it's very interesting the way they seem to have. There is an argument to be made that when you are that age, you might have a sixth sense that you kind of lose as you get older.
Yeah.
And some people, I think, stay in touch with that thing. I mean, now everything I'm talking about now is metaphysical. It can't be measured or anything like that or tested. But I don't know. If my baby is being held by someone and she starts crying, I take note of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
They can pick up on if someone comes in and they're stressed, they'll start crying.
Interesting.
They can just pick. I mean, even
well, they have smooth brains, so it's like that's.
Well, that my daughter.
I'm not saying they're
no,
less
my daughter
smart.
inherited that from me, but.
Well, I'm just saying, when you're at that age, everything you do is much more primal. Everything's very reptilian.
Yeah.
So it's like okay, they could probably pick up on stress a lot easier than us. Where if I saw you and I knew you're stressed out, I'd probably just be like, okay, well, I'm still gonna be nice to you or blah blah blah. I wouldn't just immediately start going, oh, Ben's it's sad today, you know? What I mean?
Yeah. The risk assessing would be a little different.
Yeah. But what were we talking about?
Egyptians.
Oh,
I said the soul is on the outside of the body.
Soul's on the outside of the body. So I was gonna get into this later. I mean, let's just fucking get into it now. Fuck that shit. I think the whole purpose of this interdimensional.
You always think there's going to be a later on this show, and there isn't. It's kind of like life. You just got to do it now.
This is the fucking. So if you actually take 2 seconds, you ever look into Skinwalker Ranch?
No. Let's get into it.
Okay. So I didn't send that to your email at all. Skinwalker Ranch is a place in Utah. It's a where is it? Navajo legend. It said it was a ranch built in the path of a skinwalker, according to Navajo legends.
Ballard, Utah.
Yeah. So
Here it is.
The thing about Skinwalker Ranch is the phenomena that was witnessed on Skinwalker Ranch spans from seeing something you would describe as like a crypto, a cryptozoology thing to UFO phenomenon to ghosts. Like everything happens on Skinwalker Ranch. So what I'm coming to conclude, what I'm trying to say here is I think all this stuff that we're experiencing, whether it's fucking ghosts, Bigfoot, anything, it's all just interdimensional shit.
It's outside Salt. It's to the east of Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
For anybody who's wondering.
By the way, can't get there.
Well, here's
Guarded
Roosevelt.
by private military contractors.
Really?
Barbed wire
right
fence.
here?
Yeah, barbed wire fences. Can't get anywhere near there.
Really?
Yeah. Private military contractors, barbed wire fences. Can't get anywhere near there.
Is there a military base there?
No.
Or?
No. Just people studying the phenomenon that happens on Skinwalker Ranch.
50-year history of odd events said to have taken place there. So this is something that the Native Americans believe, where they tell people, they go, when there's like 411, like missing person cases.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Like Native Americans go, yeah, we've been telling you guys for decades now to not go in those woods. Bad things happen there.
So one of the most poignant things Tracy told me, and this is at the Skyfire Summit, he spoke there to a group of 100 people. And he said, because there's a lot of people in the ufology world that are like, the aliens are here to help us. Mm-hmm. And Tracy got on the stage and he went behind the microphone and he said, listen, we hear about the people who've been abducted and come back. What about the people who have been abducted and don't come back? And there are 400,000 missing people in the United States every year. Mm-hmm. And that was the thing. They might be killing us. They might take us up there, do tests.
And that's not counting the ones that CPS are stealing from people's front doorsteps.
Sending to Little St. John, all that shit. But the thing is like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, when I heard that, I was like, oh, that fucking makes sense. That's not, and then he said, the very act of abducting somebody, the very act of taking somebody from where they are against their will is unkind.
Yes.
So this idea that aliens and UFOs are here to help us, they're already breaking a kind of social contract by taking us from where we want against our will.
Yeah, it's
that
kind
is
of
not
like
a kind
how,
thing to do.
It's kind of like how a gang guy in like a black guy in Chicago or something like that should know like not to like go fucking around with like white people and like killing like spraying on white people, like keep that shit.
The aliens are like, D block in this situation.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Like when Walter White runs over that guy and he goes to Jesse and he goes, "Run." That's what they're doing, kind of.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that what they're doing? In a way.
They're doing naughty things. They're naughty.
Their aliens are like, man, we on that gang shit. We up in this UFO. We up in this galaxy, bitch. We up in this galaxy 818, bitch.
All right, let me see. We're entering Joe Rogan territory. Hell yeah, dude.
They're saying swing away, Meryl. I love that movie.
Underground bases here. So many stories about
So this is The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. New test reveals shocking results. This is from...
this is never going to reveal a fucking thing.
Well, I mean, this guy's going to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, that guy.
This guy, he looks like he eats deer corn.
He's going home to jerk off to that fucking Jesus freak you sent on Twitter earlier.
Look at these guys.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Like, this world is riddled with the most, like, useless-looking retards.
His shirt says straight shit, dude.
Yeah, I saw the UFOs right up over there.
Dude, he has a sweater
right
that says straight shit and a hat that says straight shit.
My shit straight. When I take craps, they ain't gay. It may be in my ass for a second, but they ain't even thinking a second as homosexual.
All these men
my shit straight.
They spend a cumulative like $800,000 a year on OnlyFans.
These guys. Yeah, beating off to like pregnant mommies and stuff. Have you seen the ladies with the big pregnant fake bellies?
No. I've seen the breastfeeding videos on Instagram. Have you seen that?
I don't think, weirdly, even with, because
I reject it.
Even with the baby, I don't get those. So I don't know what you're watching. Maybe they think you're thirsty.
No. There's like a loophole on Instagram where you could show your nipples on your tits if you're breastfeeding. So like all these like Instagram models will like breastfeed fake
borrow a baby.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Skinwalker Ranch drone footage. I kind of want to see this land. Drone drop. Flies out of the sky.
I mean, I could tell you the Skinwalker Ranch story. This is all kind of just silly dude stuff, but
this
3.
What the fuck? This is retarded.
Yeah, so Skinwalker Ranch, and I think in like the 50s or 60s, a guy purchased it, and he started. It was like this Mormon family, and they. One of the first things he noticed was there was a big fucking dog on his property, huge. Like bigger than natural, like a dire wolf sized wolf. And it would harass his cattle. And it would come towards him while he was, it had like zero fear of him. And he shot it at one point. He was like, it keeps harassing my cattle. He shot it and a big stinking chunk flew off of it. And he was like, what the fuck? This isn't a normal animal. And that kind of kicked everything off. He started seeing, he would look through his, he had a scope on his rifle. He'd look through it. He'd see portals in the sky opening up. At one point, I think his wife saw a building that did not exist opposite of their house with a man that looked like he was in a spacesuit sitting in the building. And he looked back at her. Very odd, weird phenomenon spanning from cryptozoology to UFO to just straight up paranormal poltergeist activity. And that's Skinwalker Ranch. So Skinwalker Ranch, I think, is ground zero for the belief that basically all the stuff we're experiencing now is interdimensional. And as I've seen recently with the UFO phenomenon, which is now called the UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon kind of thing, there's now NHI, non-human something. But it's like there's the idea now is that we're slowly drifting from UFO to these things are interdimensional beings. And what's really funny is when I sent you earlier the Betty Barney Hill thing. So if you look at the history of UFOs,
this one right here,
the story. And by the way, I can tell you all these.
Honeymoon hijacked by aliens, Betty and Barney Hill. Is this the black couple?
No, it was an interracial couple.
Oh,
which actually gives credence to their story, because they really did not want this to get out, because they were already facing enough bullshit in the United States as it is, being a black man with a white woman in the 1950s.
And they don't want people. They go, where were you two going? Like, we on your way to the cookout?
They're like, the way you were going to the cookouts back the way you came, when they like cocked their shotgun.
Cock their shotgun. Mister, I don't want no trouble.
The thing is that's what happened. That's the first thing Barney Hill heard when the UFO was coming down. So Benny and Barney Hill were just on a drive. Barney Hill was kind of an aviation fanatic.
Do you want to watch this with the people and kind of explain?
Yeah, play, yeah. By the way, real quick before we even start this, all this shit started happening when we started detonating nukes on Earth.
Okay.
Really great. You can measure that from space, and it's a good indication of the level of technology of civilization.
I mean, a lot of the great artists say it's the birth of evil. That was David Lynch's whole plot line with Twin Peaks.
And that was my dad's whole plot line in Carnival.
Oh, that's hilarious. I've never seen it, but that's amazing.
The whole thing is magic ended on Earth when nukes got detonated.
I mean, Cormac has that line in his last novel, which isn't that great, but it's the line about the nuke, like the bomb silenced poetry for 1,000 years or something like that. Yeah. Like, it's the end of art. It's the end of humanity. It's the birth of evil. It's the end of civilization as we know it.
My dad always said when the nuclear bomb was detonated, God handed the keys to the car to humanity. Mm. Yeah, and I was always like, "Whoa,
wow!"
He told me that when I was like 10 years old.
That's pretty good.
Elbow deep in a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos, fucking jerking off the hentai.
That rules. So, I mean, also, I wanted to ask you as well. And this has to do with this thing here. It seems that there are always more UFO sightings when we are about to go to war. So it seems that when they try to get us to gear up, getting ready to go to war, they have a lot more UFO sightings everywhere.
I've never noticed that, but
this is a theory that a lot of people have. Are you talking about the
Jersey drones and shit?
Yeah, all that stuff. And people go, well, of course, we're about to go to war. This is when they start doling the stuff out, making people more paranoid, more aggressive.
That's Project Blue Book shit. That's or Project Blue Beam or whatever the fuck.
No, it's Blue Book.
Blue Book?
Yeah.
Not Project Blue Book. What's the operation the where they try to fake a UFO invasion?
Oh, I don't know that one.
That's Bill Cooper shit. That was Bill Cooper shit. Bill Cooper thought they're going to try to. It's basically the plot to the Watchmen. They're going to fake a UFO invasion in the United States. It's going to cause a one world government.
They said you're describing the plot of Independence Day.
That not really, dude. They didn't do that. Aliens literally invaded Earth when Independence Day happened. It wasn't a fake thing. Project Blue Beam. That's it. Project Blue Beam.
My chain. My chain. My chain. My chain. Don't you like my chain?